Good morning, my beautiful people. It is I, it is her, it is she, it is Coach. And I just wanted to give you a very simple food for thought. And that simple food for thought is this: what you eat, what you literally put in your body every single day determines your output. It determines your blueprint. It determines what your body will look like every single day. Genetics may play a small factor. Having underlying health conditions could play another factor. But you do not have to enhance those factors by eating your worst possible. The more processed foods you eat, which means factory-made foods that's in life shelf form for over 30 days. Anything that's past a week, we need to question. The more you eat from the earth, the more you eat from the grounds of the earth, the fruits, the beans, the kales, the collards, the bok choys, the red cabbages, the tomatoes, the onions, the mushrooms that many seem to can't get with. But the more you eat from those delectable foods, the more your body produces the results that you need. The more you eat within harmony with your goals, the more your blueprint forms perfection. If you continue to eat the way that you are eating, you will continue to have the health problems that you have. Food is a clear connection to your health. What you eat incorporates how your body will process it. It only needs to process things that it can utilize, and anything that it can't utilize, it will store as fat. So the belly fat, the visceral fat, that's the belly fat, the inline belly fat, the leg fat, the ankle fat, the neck fat, the arm fat, the back fat. That is fat that has been stored from the foods you eat. Now, I'm not a doctor or a nutritionist, but I can tell you that over the years, during my 7 to 8 year journey on my health journey, learning what works for my body and what doesn't work for my body, I can tell you that each time I embarked on the journey for health and I ate more plant-based foods, more healthier foods, and I cooked my foods, the more my body was in tune. The weight I lost, the figure would come together, the belly fat would start to shrink. The leg fat, the back fat, the pains, the aches, the headaches, it would all start to subside. But as soon as I embarked on a journey to eat unhealthy, more processed, fatty foods, sugary foods, my body did not know what to do with those things. It made it form more fat, which means it stored more fat. It felt hibernating in the sense. What your body does not utilize, it will store, because it may seem that it may not get it again. It sometimes thinks that it's starving, and it's not. We have to reprogram the body to position itself to do what's necessary, which means you being a diabetic does not have to be your end all be all. That is a process that needs to be handled by doing the things necessary to change the way that you eat and move your body. You having high blood pressure does not have to be your end all be all. It is a process that needs to change the way you eat to move your body more. Having high cholesterol does not mean it's your end all be all. It is a process that your body needs to go through for you to give it more healthier foods, which means now you're going to move your body to give it what it needs to produce the results that you want. It's so easy to just let go and do nothing. It's so easy to absolutely say nothing at all and continue on the path that you are on with no repercussions, because you are not looking at the bigger picture. You know you need to change. I knew I need to change. I knew that there was something in me that needed to change. I knew that there was something that needed to happen in order for change to happen, for change to occur. It had to happen with my mind frame, my thoughts, the way that I looked at my body, the foods that I was eating, the relationship with my foods made a difference. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I eat all healthy all the time, but I can tell you that 85% of the time I eat homemade foods that I make at home, and I take it upon me and go out into the world, and on maybe a Saturday or maybe a Sunday, I will incorporate something that may have a little spark to it, but it will not be an all-day situation. It will not be an all day. It will not be something that I eat every single day or all that entire day to stay on a bad health journey or a bad health regimen. Every single Saturday, my husband and I, we have breakfast. He loves the Amish breakfast. He just loves it. He can lose weight like water. It doesn't affect him. So what we've incorporated, because that's our time, is that Monday through Friday, I know I need to stay focused, because on Saturday, I'm going to have a pancake. I'm going to have a half of veggie cheese omelet. And I'm going to have maybe a little dab of home fries. And I'll have a smoothie. That is my morning with my husband, and that's what he loves. So we does what he loves. But it used to be I would eat the whole meal by myself. He would eat a whole meal by himself. I would have dessert, cookies, pies, cakes, candies, whatever, and I would eat all it by myself. And he's looking at me like, no, I only want a little bit, because he's not a sugar person. I know my body loves sugar, so I'm a sugar person, but you have to learn how to control that. So what we decided was we can still have our date morning breakfast. We will still continue to love and enjoy one another's company, but now we need to split the food. We need to take the right portion size for me, and I let him eat the rest, which means I'll have one pancake. I'll have a half of that veggie omelet, because yes, it's a veggie omelet, but however, I'm not sure what they use to cook their food in. I know it's quality maybe. I'm not sure. I wasn't there. I wasn't in the back in the kitchen with the chef. So I will have half of the veggie omelet. I will have one pancake. And that is my breakfast, along with my smoothie, a good, delicious kale smoothie. That's my breakfast. And I know that I'm giving my body what it needs, and it's not going to feel weighed down, heavy, like got the itis. When you eat and you get the itis. So I say this to tell you that it is a mental condition on how you portray the images with your food. It is a mental condition on the relationship that you have with your food. And if you aren't willing to change it, no one's going to change it for you. If you don't want to see results, then you will stay just as you are. If you are tired of not seeing results, then you will make the proper changes to see the results. Weight loss is not a one-size-fits-all. Everybody loses weight in its own particular settings, because everybody was uniquely made. But however, it is something that you can accomplish. But you have to stay focused mentally. You have to stay in tune with your body. And you need to understand your relationship with food. It's that simple. I used to love drinking wine. I stopped drinking wine. It just didn't coincide with my goals. I used to love drinking Moscato. I stopped drinking Moscato. It just didn't coincide with my goals. I used to love drinking coolers. I stopped drinking coolers because it did not coincide with my goals. Not to say that I just can't have it. I choose not to have it. I choose not to put those things in my body, because I want my liver to be on fresh. I want my organs to be awake at all times. And I need my body to function in its best possible abilities as normal. What you eat determines your blueprints. What you do every single day with your body, every single day, whatever you put in your mouth will determine your blueprint. It is time for you to take action and take the initiative and start working on you. We're in 2021. It's going to be 2022. And I know for me, I don't want to go into 2022 looking like Rasputia. Okay? I don't want to. That's not my goal. That's not my plan. It's not part of my DNA. So in order for me to change that process, I had to change my relationship with my food. Now, everybody don't want to lose weight. I get that. I am not against it. Baby, do you and love on you unconditionally. But for those of you who do want to lose weight, for those of you who are in that mindset that you know you want to do something more than just sit around and feel unhealthy and feel weighed down and feel sick and nauseated after you eat something, knowing it's not in harmony with your body, it's time for you to do what is necessary. It's time for you to take the steps. It's time for you to put a game plan together and execute the plan of action. No more will you be subject to just saying it's not going to happen for me, or thinking negative, or being in a negative mindset. It's time to take action. It's time to do what's necessary for you. You control your own blueprint. You control what you look like. You control how you feel. You control what you eat. You control your fingers. You control your mind. You control your plates. Take control of your life. Points blank, period, poo, as my daughter says. Poo. It's that simple. What we know needs to happen is simple, but the process of getting there is the struggle. But in order to get there, you got to start with one step at a time. You got to put one foot in front of the other and make it happen. This is Coach. I want you to have a phenomenal day. Do you know why, honey? She asked, do you know why? Because you, honey bunny, are above ground. You are amongst the living. You made it to see another day, which means now you need to make sure your day is phenomenal on purpose. Peace.